Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi. What have I been doing? Let's see. Yesterday, I was at my mother's all day long, and it was good. I've noticed for the last 2 weeks, I've been on this restricted diet for 3 weeks now. And the first two, every time I go, the last two times I went to see my mom, I wasn't feeling too good, and to the point where I had to lay down for a while, and my mom was worried about me. So this time, what I did is I took a portion of my um, meat. I'm allowed, some protein each day, so I took a portion of what I was allowed for the day with me to my mom's, and when I didn't feel very good, I would take a bite of that, and it was sliced up turkey, if you're wondering. So I would take a bite, and after a while I'd feel better, and I was good. So I might have to start doing that more often. I don't know what it is about, when I'm here, I'm fine. All I have is tea, just nothing in it, tea, type of thing. But when I'm at my mother's, I have tea or whatever, when I say whatever, like tea or a diet drink of sorts, something with no calories in it type of thing. But for some reason I just start feeling sick when I'm over there, and I don't know why. So I decided to start bringing some protein with me in hopes it makes me feel better, and evidently it worked because I felt a whole lot better this time. And we went shopping, and I bought me a really cool scale. It's a food scale. I have a food scale, but it's a cheapie. It's not the best, and it's got like a little tiny square thing on top. This one's got a nice big round piece of glass on top, and it's digital, battery operated digital. Really, really cool, very accurate. And I figured I'm going to start using that for weighing some of my food. I know, like my protein, I'm only allowed 4 ounces of protein, and some of my protein servings I know are a little bit bigger than that, but I'm not sure by how much because my scale sucks. So I figured with this thing, hopefully I can do a little more accurate weighing type of thing. So that's my goal with it. I have, oh, and then on Fridays, of course, I come home. On the way home, I stop at Subway and get Subway salads. Big deal thing. I just have chicken in mine. Call it great. And then I came home and downloaded that video with my doctor. There were some questions about that video. It is not to give you an opinion of what you should do, or I'm not advocating one weight loss process versus another. It's a simple case that I was in my doctor's office and he was giving me options. Okay? And the biggie is I will not have surgery, period. Has nothing to do with insurance, has nothing to do with the money, has nothing to do with the fact that I'm afraid of surgery. I have had a lot of surgeries in my lifetime. That's not my worry. Part of it, about that much of the part, I have known too many people who have had the surgery, and sure they lost a lot of weight, but then they turn around, they didn't break their habit and just gained all the weight back, so it was a waste of time to have the damn thing in the first place. That's one. I've known people to have so many medical problems because of it. That's an issue. And I know of 2 people who have died from the surgery. Not real big on that plan. The big reason why I won't have the surgery is because I'm not an overeater. I sit at the table and I watch people eat more food than I do on a constant basis. Um, I know one gal, she would sit there, I kid you not, I baked a pie, an apple pie for the family, okay? Actually, it ended up being two pies. And I gave a slice of pie, which would be like 1/8 of the pie, and you all know how big that is. It's not very big. I gave 1/8 of a pie to each person, right? And next thing I know, she's got a spoon and she's eating the other pie. She ate the whole pie by itself, just her, in one sitting. I don't eat like that. I know another person who goes through, my son for one, goes through soda like nobody's business. I rarely drink soda. I made the comment to my doctor that I will drink soda because my son brings it into the house. What he brings, he will only drink diet soda, so it's a no calorie thing. However, the high salt can be an issue. Um, since he's off to college, I don't have that problem now. But I have known some people who will drink 2 to 4 of those liter bottles. Is it 1 liter or 2 liter bottles? Those big bottles. Drink 2 to 4 of those a day. No, no. I might have 1 or 2 glasses. I have a hard time drinking my eight glasses of water a day. My 64 ounces. Getting there. I think I've downed 6 so far. And so it just goes on and on. I was on a Biggest Loser, my first year on Biggest Loser in my community. They wanted me to eat 2,300 calories a day in order to lose weight. And the reason why is because I am a huge person, and you got to basically, if you do your homework, you're supposed to have like a bottom line. When you do absolutely nothing, sound asleep calories, which is your bottom line calories, you're supposed to eat above that level. And then your how active you are type of thing, and how many your calories your body's going to eat is up here. So you got 2 levels of where your calories are going to be. And so you're supposed to eat above this one, but below this one. And I never got above the bottom one. And when I did, I actually did lose weight. It took me like 3 days of throwing up, but I finally got to the point where I could eat that kind of food, and I actually dropped 30 pounds. I was like, all right, maybe they had something in it. And of course, as my weight went down, of course, my calories went down too, because I'm not as big. The smaller you are, the smaller calories you need. Well, the next year I went back and they changed all the rules, and they said, okay, let's drop your calorie count down by 500. So we're gonna have your calories 1,800 instead of the 23. I'm just like, awesome! I don't have to eat as much. I'm real happy with that plan. And of course, they have all the exercising and everything you're supposed to do. I gained all the weight back, and I was keeping within the 1,800. And couldn't figure out what was going on. I think it was like the next year they started talking to me about the possible increase of my insulin at the doctor's office. I think it was like the year after that. And I gained all that weight back plus, and it was extremely frustrating. And I think it was like the next year or the year after that was when I was sandwiched between 2 cars, and so going to the gym just wasn't going to happen. And I kept my calories around 1,500 ish. Granted, it was grant you, every now and then I would have something naughty, but I kept my calories down. But I wasn't getting anywhere with it, and I ended up going way over 300 pounds, where before I was like 280 was my average. And I get down to 260 and then come right back on. I get down to 260, come right back on. That kind of thing. After this second accident, I ended up well over 300 pounds and can't break it. Um, so that's the whole calorie issue right there. And so now the doctor has me on a about 1,000 calorie a day diet. Sometimes I calculate it out. It comes out to about 800, 900. I think once or twice I made it over 1,000, depending on what I was eating. But I was, I've been really good about it. But I have been guilty of not eating all of what I'm supposed to. I've had one day where I didn't have the bar. I had one day where I didn't have the bar or my evening meal, or, well, let's see. I had one day I had the shake, I had the yogurt, and then we went out to eat, because it was like a dinner thing with the family type of thing. And I tried to pick the least dangerous item on the menu, which was a chicken sandwich, and my doctor was like, okay, I could deal with that. But it had fries. When I was reading lettuce and tomatoes, but there was no lettuce and tomatoes on my plate anywhere, and I was like, what happened? And so I ate half of the sandwich, and I ate some of the fries, and then I gave the rest of the meal to my son. And I figured that did so much damage that I best not eat for the rest of the day. So I didn't have my evening dinner. I did not have a second shake. I did not have my bar. Didn't eat anything. And as a result, I gained 4 pounds, which was really stupid. And I spent the rest of the week desperately trying to lose that 4 pounds. And and I can understand my doctor's thinking that I had to have had something for this to happen, but that's just the way my weight is. It just, even today, he told me, he wants me to take a picture of my weigh-in each morning. So I took a picture of it, I sent it in, and I went back downstairs, and I was getting ready to start my day. Stood on the scale, and there was another pound added on. I was like, oh no, here we go. And I have been good. I have been good. I've been sticking to this diet like nobody's business, because he's really trying to find out why I'm gaining when I shouldn't be gaining, type of thing. And he asked for some blood tests, so I'll have to get that. So the biggest reason why I won't have that surgery is because I just don't eat enough. Even with the little bit that the doctor has me eat, like I said, I had one day where I didn't have the last 3 items of the day, and I had another day where I didn't have the bar. It's 11:45, and I've yet to have supper yet, and I'm working on it though. But today's been good. I had a lot of work. Granted, a lot of it sitting down, but I have a customer. I had 6 customer orders, and I'm working on the last one now. I've been I spent the last hour or so working on this video for the workout, and I just decided I wanted something different for dinner, because there's only so many things you can do when you have so many items that you're allowed to have. So I was looking through my recipe books, and I found a recipe. They're crab balls, or something like that. They got crab and all kinds of stuff in it. But I was looking through the menu, or through the items, and I was like, I can have this, I can have this, I can have. Oh, I bet I could. So basically, I'm taking that recipe, and everything I'm not allowed to have, I'm taking out, and everything I can have, I'm leaving in. And we'll see what we're going to come up with. I'm thinking what it's going to come out like is more of like a crab dip. And and so I was thinking, well, I need some chips. If I'm going to have a crab dip, I need some chips. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take zucchini, and I'm going to slice it up and use it as my chips. So it's kind of like crab dip and chips. So I thought that would be a good idea. And of course, I'll have my salad, and I'll probably have some tea or something with that. So that's my plan for supper. I just have to go in there and make it. preferably soon, right? And I'll have to show you one of these days. My serving, I have this little bowl, holds about half a cup, maybe a little bit more. And so I use that as my serving bowl, so I know I can have what's inside that bowl. So if I do my crab dip thing, I'll put it in there. I might have to figure out my onion, and because you know you got other ingredients other than just the crab meat. And I think the crab, if I'm correct, the crab, I have like 5 ounces of crab versus 4, so I might share a little of that with my characters I have around here. And so that's my day. I've been watching videos. Was it Michaela? She has been doing videos every day with tips and tricks and stuff like that, which I think is cool. I picked up a couple of pointers, and trying to catch up with all my other people that I'm trying to watch. I've been so busy I haven't even had time to sit down and look at this. And I've been posting some of my stuff on Facebook for our Vixens by VidCon group. So I'm kind of excited. But yeah, I just thought I'd clear up that thing about the doctor visit. And don't get me wrong, like I said, with the when I'm sharing what's going on in my doctor's office, it's just to share with you and to show you what's going on with me, and maybe one of you sees something there that says, "Oh, I should have that checked," or I should, because I'm not losing weight when I'm sticking to the diet. And we know one of the problems is the insulin level issue. He wants me to get some more blood work, something to do with lipids. I don't know what all it is. But he wants me to go to the doctors and get another blood test on some other stuff that I don't have, and see what the story is, because that may be another clue as to why I gain weight when I don't eat. But, and he's right about one thing. It's like, you can, the only way to lose weight is to eat less. And it should work that way. And I have to be careful because I'm eating so little now. But the problem is if I eat any less, I could go into a starvation mode, and that would be bad. I'm not sure of the details of the bad, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to know. So, we'll see. Anyhow, y'all do good, and good luck, and love you, and subscribe, and comment, thumbs up, suggestions. Oh, I need some suggestions for workouts. I've been asking for workout suggestions. You guys got to give me some, okay? We'll see ya. Good night.